When I think of Auburn LSU rivalry, it's almost a new rivalry from my standpoint, because I came here in 1957 and we didn't play LSU on a regular basis till we went to the East-West divisions.
Well, a series for a rivalry nobody really wanted when it started. This has turned out to be pretty doggone good. Auburn played Tennessee in the first or near the first game of the year every year from 1956 through 1990, 1991. The SEC went to divisions and put Auburn in the West and Tennessee was in the East. And so Auburn swapped Tennessee for LSU.
It's always been a very smash-mouth football game. You know, you go back and look at LSU, they never vary one way or the other with some eccentric offense or stylish style of defense. They basically go hat on a hat, smash-mouth football, and that's what Auburn's way of offense and defense has been in the past.
You know, Auburn LSU just tigers. You know, and when we go down there, they always set that tiger out front, and you know, it's just one of those games, man, that it's always one of them games you're excited to play in.
In 1994, LSU was handily ahead in the fourth quarter.
LSU was virtually going up and down the field. LSU had the game in the bag, no question about it.
And I'll never forget one of our DBs, Fred Smith. He returned one of the interceptions. He came down there to the defensive line. He was like, "Hey guys, man, we're gonna have to take one back to score." And he took, matter of fact, it was Kenny Alves took the first one back. And then it was like, "Let's take another one." And then we took another one. And then I think LSU came down and kicked a field goal, and we was like, "Man, we're gonna have to win it on defense." And we took another one back, and it was just a phenomenal, just to have something like that happen, and you know, it just stayed with you.
We wound up intercepting 5 passes in the fourth quarter and returned 3 of them for touchdowns to win the game.
I can remember watching the TV copy, and it was like 26-9, and I made a tackle, and you see this big smile on my face, and everybody that called from home, and they called me, and it was like, "Man, you know, you must have knew y'all was gonna win that game." And it was just the point that, you know, we played to the end, and I had a great time playing football, and it was no doubt in our mind. We were just in that frame of mind that somehow, some way, we was gonna win that game.
The 1999 Auburn LSU game was one of the most surprising, pleasing, enjoyable, entertaining Auburn LSU game that's ever played.
That game was a lot of fun. We went in as a double-digit underdog. We had a group of just overachievers. Nothing was really expected of us as a football team. The year prior, we had gone 3-8. A lot of Auburn fans will remember the Damon Duval over-the-shoulder fake field goal that he ran in for a touchdown. One completion that I made to Ronnie Daniels, he actually got tackled on the 5, fumbled the ball into the end zone, and he recovered his own fumble for a touchdown.
To go in there and just totally dominate LSU like we did that night, it was amazing.
And we were in a position to be successful. It was just a matter of doing it. Being a double-digit underdog, I've always enjoyed relishing in moments like that because nobody expects you to win. And if you go back and look and you talk to Coach Dodd, Coach Chiz, the guys that have kind of been there, done that, they'll give you the talk of, hey, it's a great place to be in because all you've got to do is come out swinging.
Right, cleared looking, upfield to the tight end, Swagger. He's got it at the goal line and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
2004 was another one of those games that, you know, LSU scored early in the game and missed the extra point. Less than a minute to go, Jason Campbell hit Courtney Taylor on I think it was a 16-yard touchdown pass.
Auburn lined up to kick the extra point, missed it.
But I happened to be standing in the end zone right under that goal post when that happened, and one of the LSU players stepped up on the back of another LSU player and jumped up in the air.
Just that year, the NCAA Rules Committee had said you couldn't do that. And LSU did it. So Auburn, after having missed the first kick, got another kick, attempt. They made that one good. Auburn won the game 10-9.
2010, there was a lot at stake at that game. Auburn was undefeated, LSU was undefeated.
And anybody who saw that game, or saw the clips of it, will always remember the run Cam Newton made. That run will go down in history as one of the greatest runs at the most crucial, needed time any Auburn player ever made.
A lot of people don't remember it was a great long run by Ontario McCaleb that actually provided, I think, the points that made the difference in the game.
Cam's run may in the end be what won him the Heisman Trophy, may in the end be what propelled the 2010 team on the way to the national championship.
Magnitude of this game is you can't take a play off, because that might be the play that decides the game, especially in this type, this type game. The players they have, the opportunity we have, and I just tell my players, what an opportunity.